shout out to everybody that's riding in this truck with me. Special shout out to Audrey Russell, man. She hit me up down there every day to see how I'm doing, tell me have a good day. Something. Shout out to Chicken Tiger Pyramid. I know they ain't out. Let me think of a couple more names. I'm trying to focus on this road, man. Be safe out here. My boy Break. And y'all know who y'all is. Doran Jackson. The name of this episode is, I don't remember the name of it. I know it's something about like, oh yeah, oh what a day, what a day. So I'm gonna give y'all a rundown. It started with one day, then it bled over into yesterday, and now it's today. So you know how it go, man. Different same shit, different toilet. Same thing, different day, man. Shout out to doing the fun. Yeah, so when I went for my orientation to get this job, I sat and signed paperwork for hours, like 2.5, 3 hours. Just me and one dude talking, signing paperwork, going over everything. And then I know he's like, hey, you wanna go see your truck? I'm like, yup. So we went to go see the truck. I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna go out here and he's gonna hit me with the road test. And that's gonna be the last step. Hit the road, got a job. So after we hop in the truck, look around, he showed me a couple things like, yeah, man, look at this good leather you sitting on, you know what I'm saying, all that. He said, you know, you can cut this junk off. You ain't gotta let it idle. Turn the thermal on back there. Gonna blow that cold air for you. Come on, pay me, bro, cause I ain't finna be out here speeding for you. You can speed for me. So we check out the truck and everything, you know what I'm saying? The truck nice, it's black. I ain't did everything too. I gotta get my money up first so I can buy. I left a lot of stuff at the house. But anyway, back to on the road. So we come back in. I think we had just a little bit more paperwork to fill out. So we filled a little bit of the rest of the paperwork out. We chopped it up and I already had the keys. He had gave me the keys when we were looking at the truck. So at some point, he was like, you got any questions for me? I'm like, you pretty much answered everything I need to know except for, like when I'm parked here on the yard and I'm out on the road, where do I park my car at? And he told me, like, he was playing, you can get your car. First, you can go back there and put all your stuff in the truck. But when you come back around to the front, just drive to the other side of the building. There's a gate back there where you can put your shit in. We got cameras everywhere, so don't nobody come on property and mess with nothing. Ain't nobody gonna break in your stuff. I'm like, hey. They was like, hey, look, check it out. I'm finna go home. You got the keys? You know how to drive? No. He had asked me, like, hey, so when do you plan on getting started? And I'm thinking in my head, man, you told me to bring all my stuff today so I could be ready to start today. So I thought I was gonna start today. But I told him, I'm like, I can be ready Monday. And he was like, okay, we put you down for Monday. And I thought about it when my mama told me. She was like, you always want to put something off. And I said, you know what? Just to be totally honest with you, I'm prepared to go today. He said, oh, you can go today? I said, yeah, I got all my stuff with me out there in the car. He said, okay, let me see if they got something for you. So he came right back. He was like, yep, they got something for you. A couple dropping hooks to loop you down to Georgia and back to Arkansas. So I'm like, dang. That's when he was like, all right, man, we check it out. I'm gonna go home. You got the keys to the truck. I'm sit here and let you talk to the dispatcher. So he took me to the dispatcher, got everything straight. And hell, you know how to drive, so I've been in the go. And I'm like, just like that, y'all just gonna throw me the keys and tell me to hop in. Yeah. So I hopped in and I got gone. I had to run down to South Arkansas, pick up a load, and then come back. That load was going to Georgia. So I came back up, cut through Memphis, got to Mississippi, shot over to Alabama, and that's why I went to bed there for the night. So I'm like, bet, gravy, everything good. Woke up the next morning, like, let me get on down here to Georgia. So I'm pedal to the metal, I'm shooting down here to Georgia. When I get, I'm gonna tell you, like 15 miles from my destination, I happened to look in this mirror and I seen my refrigeration sign wasn't green no more, it was orange, which means it's a problem. So I pull over, I was gonna just go because I was going to a truck stop. And the truck stop was like 5 miles away, but I said, no. The trailer back on. And I ride. And I failed. So I'm pushing through the codes and I find out that the battery going dead. And it's telling me that there ain't enough juice on the battery to start the trailer back up. So I called my people and let them know, like, hey, I'm going to this Love's, it's about 10 minutes away. So you can have roadside and meet me there. Nah, I told them I'm gonna go to that Love's and I'm gonna holler at the people in the shop. And they were like, bet, you got the code for the service or whatever you need to go, and just give them that and everything will be straight. I pull up, ain't no shop at the Love's. So I call them back and they sent me roadside. Took about an hour and a half to get out there roadside, come through, I'm deeping. And he out there working. I guess he had been working before I even realized he was out there. Well, when I looked, I seen the trailer was back green. I'm like, bingo. Your boy out there doing that good work. I seen this truck starting to pull off a little bit. I looked out the window again, that bitch was back orange. So I hop out the truck real quick and stop him. He like, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? It's already paid for. You ain't got to sign nothing or nothing. You know what I'm saying? You good? I'm like, no, it's back orange. He say, it's what? He jump out, look, he say, well, I'll be damned. It is back orange. So he get to messing with it again. And he say, you need a new alternator. And it's Saturday. You ain't gonna be getting no alternator, bro. How far are you? I said, man, I'm probably about 15, 20 minutes from my destination. I know the trailer was getting cold. So I called my dispatcher back. He was like, hey, that motherfucker get back down to 20 because they went from 20 up to 50. He was like, man, if you can get that back down to 20 and you can get down there and drop it off, if they accept it and sign that paperwork, no problem no more. It's on them after that. Whatever happened after that, it's on them. So I dropped that bitch off down there, 20 degrees. Let me through the gate with brand new, so he didn't know what to do. Because I guess she got him the job and she worked there too. So I made it that little struggle. This when it started getting bad though. So I talked to him and he tells me where to go to drop off the trailer. I drop off the trailer, I'm picking up my company's empty trailer that's already on this lot. I drive around, find the empty trailer. I jump out, it's jacked up, 7 feet high in the air. And it's hard. So I got to put it on crank easy, which takes me about 30 minutes of cranking to get it back down to where I can drive up under the hook. I'm tired, arm about to fall off. Now, the trailers ain't got but this much room in between them, so I'm like, damn. Now I got to be extra slow trying to pull this junk up out of here. I make it. But once I get it out, something tell me, now look and see if this trailer is clean. Because I'm dealing with food. And y'all don't want me with no dirty ass trailer going to go pick up y'all food from the factory, trying to deliver it to the next place. And it's nasty as hell. When I tell you, I'm going to upload the pictures. I opened up the back door to that trailer, damn near passed out. Man, it was 2,000 million dead bodies in there, and they was all maggots. I ain't never seen a maggot this big. They was, some was white, the regular one was black, and the regular one was white. It was crawling. The black ones, it was. But I'm like, wasn't no white, this ain't chicken shit. It was like little pellets. In the daytime, when I took my pictures, I realized, okay, them is fat ass dead maggots. Then turned black up in this hot ass trailer. Man, I'm about to throw up in this bitch. I can't even, I'm telling you, it's so stinking. That even when I got back in the truck and I couldn't smell it no more, every time I thought about it, the smell would come back, and I almost threw up about 20 times trying to get that trailer somewhere. So now I can't go pick up my next load because this trailer is no sir. I called dispatch and they tell me, okay, hit Blue Beacon and get a washout. I'm like, he ain't said nothing but a word. He was like, the nearest Blue Beacon is an hour away. So here we go. I get paid whether empty or loaded. As long as I'm driving, I'm getting paid every mile. Let go. So I get down there, I hit Blue Beacon, I'm like, on the road again, this show on the road again. Man, Blue Beacon come back in there after about 15 minutes, I'm like, hey bro, we can't even do it, bro. That's a safety hazard. We can't get back in the back of that truck at all. We can't even get back there. I'm like, I understand, bro. I wanted to be mad, but I understood. Man, that's the nastiest shit I ever seen smelled in my life, and I done seen and smelled some nasty shit. I done literally had to work in a place where it's bags hanging over your head like on a conveyor belt, and they come in from behind you, and when they come over your head and get in front of you, you either pull the strings, sometimes you gotta cut the strings if you can't get the knot out, but you pull the strings and the contents of the bag just drop out on the table in front of you. Some of these bags come from restaurants, and what's up with it? Some of these bags come from restaurants, and the restaurant bags got old food because it's like napkins and tablecloths and shit. Might be some silverware in here, but it got old food in it, and it's maggots all in it. So when you drop the shit on the table, and you get to sort through it, you're gonna run into a big pile of maggots, or they're gonna start eventually crawling out. And you got this big disinfectant, industrial strength disinfectant over here to the side where you got to spray your table and wipe that bitch down and brush it and wipe it down some more in between and after every bag. The other type of bag that's gonna come through when you pull the string is gonna be hospital linen. So this shit, hospital linen got piss and shitty ass sheets and shit in it. What we was doing was industrial cleaning. So I'm talking about somebody would literally shit the bed, piss in the bed or whatever. And we gotta cut that shit down, and what we do is after we open the bag, we separate everything. So when it's tablecloths, if it's red, we put it with the red because the belt steady rolling. It's a belt down here in the middle. It's a table on both sides. And there's like 20 tables on each side where there's a person in. I'm gonna get back to the truck. But if it's red, you put it in the red pile when the red shit comes through. If it's yellow, you put it in yellow. If it's hospital, you put it with the hospital stuff. And eventually it's gonna all roll off the table. I used to sit there. That's the first job I had when I got out of prison. And they was paying $6.25 an hour. Because they knew we was ex-cons, and it's like, can you really get a better job? Yeah. It's hard as hell. But eventually I did. Told to kiss my ass too. Now back to it. I leave Blue Beacon. And now I'm like in Blue Beacon that I was at was like in Tipton, Georgia. So now they're like, man, I only see one other type of truck wash that's 24 hours. It's down in Lake Park, Georgia. way down at the bottom. So I drive down there about another hour. And
1/2 mile.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Malcolm Avenue.
nobody is there. So it's a pilot next door. I go to the pilot next door. And I sleep, wake up the next day, and the big boss called me that morning. And he was like, hey, Phil, check this out. This is what we gonna do. We got another place up by where your drop-off is that we do a lot of business when they got a
Take the next left onto Malcolm Avenue.
He said it's a farm and they can wash the truck out for us. So what I need you to do is take down this address and go up there. You're gonna see a bunch of trailers. Just park our trailer with some of our other trailers up there, and eventually it's gonna get washed. And next time we got somebody down there that need a trailer, they can just go over there and grab it. And I'm like, okay, bet. So I did that, dropped the trailer off, and then I'm headed to my next destination to get my load. I could bobtail to get it because I'm just doing a pickup, a loaded trailer.
Continue on Malcolm Avenue for 1 mile.
So I go get my other load, and wasn't too much drama except for my paperwork didn't match the numbers on their paperwork, but we got it situated. Everything got worked out. So now I'm flying. I get to Albany, Georgia, and I can put to weight my trailer so I can be copacetic, everything be right. Here goes some bullshit. So I pull up
In 3/4 of a mile.
I pull up
turn
on the
right
Cascade.
on South State Street.
I pull up on the Cascade and I lean out the window. I'm hitting the button. I wait. Nobody say nothing. Hit the button again. Nobody say nothing. So I'm like, I'm gonna hit the button at the bottom. Maybe this one at the top broke. So as soon as I jump out the truck, I hit the button on the bottom.
1/2 mile. Turn
And a
right
girl
on
like,
South State Street.
yeah, is this your first way or your re-way? I'm like, this is my first way. But to talk to her, I had to close the door so I can get around to where the speaker was, since I'm not leaning out the window no more. The door was in the way. When I turned back around, after telling her this is my first way, she like, all right, you know, go and pull up and get your paperwork. I grabbed the door handle. I locked my keys. I done locked my phone, everything in the truck except my wallet. And I'm instantly knowing, oh man, here go this bullshit. This mandatory bullshit is day 2. Some bullshit gotta happen on day 2.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto South State Street.
Wide turn this one. So now I'm locked out. I go to the thing in the truck stop, and old girl like
At the light, turn right onto South State Street.
old girl said, you know how to use one of them pop lock things? I got one in my car. You know how to use it. I'm like, shit, I know how to track.
Continue on South State Street for 1/2 mile.
She go outside and get it, come back, flirt with me and shit. I'm like, man, give me this shit. I get this shit and I go back in there. I try to do what I gotta do. Nothing doing. Nothing happening to no event. I'm not getting this truck. I'm still in light. I'm thinking about dude off of, I ain't even gonna lie. This is what popped in my head when I'm up here trying to do it. What's the show about the niggas selling dope in Baltimore? The Wire. I'm thinking about little buddy to be stealing cars on the wire. I'm trying to pocket. I got the same little tool he got. And he way better than me because I ain't getting that bitch.
In a 1/4 mile, turn left onto Arkansas 17 South.
I take her shit back, and they call roadside assistance for me. Roadside take about 2 hours this time. Here's some niggas.
Take the next left onto Arkansas 17
I ain't
South.
gonna lie. She when they called her, Dude, like, I give him about 10 minutes. Well, first he said, I'll be right there. I'm down the street. That turned into about an hour and a half.
Continue on Arkansas 17 south for 3 miles.
They called back and he was like, man, I'm 10 minutes away. 10 minutes away turned to another 30 minutes. When she called this time, she called me on speakerphone. I heard dude say, I'm coming through the parking lot right now. So he actually was coming through the parking lot that time. They get out there, real easy and simple, you know how it is. Popped that motherfucker in 10 minutes or less. Got me in the car, I grabbed the phone. Cause you gotta think about it. I ain't even been able to call my folks and let them know that I done locked my keys and shit, cause my phone was locked up. So I grabbed him like, yeah man, would y'all let me in? I can call my people, man, get y'all paid. He was like, all right, bet. So I called the people and they like, man, call him down, see if he can take a credit card. So he like, yeah, he get the card reader. They tried the credit card about 3 times. He like, man, it ain't doing that. It ain't working. Like, it ain't doing nothing, it ain't working. So I asked dude, I'm like, man, do we got any other way to pay these people? And he was like, shit, not unless you gonna pay them out your pocket. Y'all know how bullshit be. So I asked dude how much was it? He was like 200. I'm like, what? Nigga, $45, man, 200? Like, yup, 200. So dude tried to send me a come data check. Didn't work. I had to go back out there and pay these folks. I'm just out here like, fuck it. I'm gonna just see if I can make it so I can pay these folks without them cutting all my shit off. Snatch my car off and shit. I had to call my mama and tell her, look, I ain't mad, I ain't tripping, because I know I'm in a better situation today than I was this time last week. Because here now I'm working. The money ain't here, but it's on the way. So yeah, I got back on the road, but I ain't make it up here in time to get my load.
In half a mile, keep left.
Alright, check it out. So I got my load dropped off. I can't fast forward through that because while I'm there, the dispatcher hit me back. He was like, drop that trailer you got and talk to the people because that's your next, and then do a live load. So I did that. I'm looking for a trailer. As I'm backing up, my back wheels go in the grass, I'm stuck. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm about to have to get towed out the goddamn grass. White dude come back in a pickup truck. They work there, he like, yeah man, you know, we be cleaning y'all trucks and we work on y'all trucks all the time, you stuck? I'm like, yeah, he like, man, look, I'm gonna grab a train he like, I'm gonna grab a chain, I'll pull you out. We already got another one of our trucks waiting on his trailer to get filled up. So I'm sitting there like, damn, let me call. Well, I text him, but I'm like, let me text my people, my dispatcher, and let them know that I done got stuck, but I got somebody from the shop out to pull me out. I said, because I don't want to be sitting there stuck in this grass and then dude over there that work at my company be to call back to Little Rock like, hey man, you know, we got a truck out here. And I'm like, man, it's a new dude. He ain't even calling Little Rock. Like, nah, you ain't gonna give me like that, partner. We learn the ins and outs first before I try anything slick. Just to go by the book. Got too much riding on me out. But man, all in all, still gotta thank God that I'm still out here pushing. Truck still riding. Yeah, it's me here, we Gucci. mishaps. Ain't no telling how many extra miles I racked up. That's gonna be some extra money. I already supposed to get an extra 150 in this first paycheck anyway. Keep on pushing, because at the end of the first month, I'm supposed to get the extra 500 done. Like the extra 500, which could be an extra thou wow, because you know well now that the extra another 500 to be the week after that. If I hit it, because 10,000 miles in a month is a nickel a mile extra. I need all my extras and my bonuses. That shit come through like I wanted to. I'm gonna go ahead and pay that Audi off. Put it in the shop. That's 3,000 to get it right. So man, I just go past the police. Boom. I don't know if them police are not. But, you know, like I said, I believe that money is all there for me. If not, then why would God have canceled this situation in Chicago if he wasn't saying, okay, bro, I got something better for you. I'm just saying, my mama, my grandma, my aunties, the older people, the preacher, they always told me that's how God worked. And then they tell me you gotta have faith, you got to claim it. You got to know God got everything you want for you. And you keep feeling like that until you get it, and until you done had it over. So if you ask me, yeah, that's my money. I was way in Chicago. I flew up there. And God had something better for me. My sister came to that. She's like, why are you in Chicago? I'm like, I did. I came back the same day. She was like, that quick? You can get to Chicago and back in a day? I said, I ain't drive up there. I flew up. She was like, oh, well, I guess you were going on a plane. I guess you can. I'm gonna say it again if I ain't never said it before. What God got for you, can't nobody else take that away from you. Only you and God. Sometimes you can't even take it away. It's not on you. It's not up to you. All you're supposed to do is receive what God got for you. Might be a blessing. It might be an ass whooping. But you ain't gonna get away from it. Ain't nothing you can say, nothing you can do. You ain't gonna slick your way out of it. I see stuff like that. And I told my mama that. While I was sitting at the airport telling her about, you know what I'm saying, that I had to come back. Well, she already knew I was coming back home by the time I made it to the airport. But I called her at the airport to let her know I was there. And I was telling her, she was like, man, she was like, don't let it get you down. Don't let it get you. I said, I ain't. The way I see it, man, God know this ain't where I wanted to be. But he knew what my heart was and what my mind was. And look, I need to be out here on this road. So I'm going to have to come out here and make it work, make the best of it for a few months. And then I start back looking for what I want. But I told my mom, I said, man, look, God just let me know that this ain't where He wanted me at. This ain't who He wanted me working for. Look at these police up here going. I got somebody pulled up. I'm wondering, I'm seeing these blue lights. I'm like, what is the blue lights for? I know I just sped past a couple. Might have radioed down to, hey, we got one coming your way. Coming in hot. But no, man, you gotta take full advantage of these blessings. Do right. Take care of the stuff I'm supposed to take care of. Before I start buying jewelry and Jordan. Going out to eat. And then, you know how it is too, jobs been calling. A job called me today. And it was like, hey, I ran across your application, you know, your resume. You still looking for a job? I'd be like, man, I don't let it hype my head up because I already know so many of y'all just calling me. I done already put in an application or explaining the situation with my accident or whatever, and they be like, well, the insurance just ain't gonna let us hire you right now. Or what they told me, a few jobs told me was, go get another job. I don't know why only truck drivers tell you some shit like this, truck driving jobs. Go work for somebody else for 3 months, and then we can hire you. And I'm like, bruh, you think I'm gonna let somebody hire me, take a chance on me, help me feed my family, and then in 3 months I'm just gonna hop up and leave their ass for no reason but because you promised me a job? It don't work like that. Even like with this job, I'd rather be coming home every day, but I'm not sitting here fit to work for these folks for no 3 months and then leave. Especially not when they got incentives like I can earn an extra $500 every month. I automatically get an extra $500 every 3 months. Come on, man. I'ma just be real, like, honest to God. I've heard some jobs say and promise some good things out here in this trucking business. Unless it's like a $10,000 sign-on bonus, and even that ain't gonna beat this because dude told me just like this. He said, hey, with $500 every quarter, which is $2,000 a year, free money. But he's like, with that, all you have to do is still be working here. Every 3 months that you still work for us, you go $5. That $10,000 signing bonus that you're gonna give me to spread out is eventually gonna be gone. Ain't no telling how long it's gonna be spread out. I ain't never had a job offer me a $10,000 signing bonus, so I don't know if they're gonna spread it out over a 5-year period. But I know with this job in 5 years, they're gonna be to gave me at least, if I'm still working after 5 years, like they didn't mean to gave me at least $10,000 for free. But think about it like this: if I can hit my bonuses every month, that's an extra $6,000 a year. So all in all, if I collect everything they got for me, it'll be $8,000 a year. Not counting this year, because the first year, because I'm gonna get another $1,500 and $1,150. So it'll be $9,150 free money this year at this job. I'm trying to get it. A lot of things with a free $9,150. To do that because this is one thing my mama always tell me: don't be counting your chickens before they hatch. And I'm like, well, mama, you know, this part of the job. This ain't just what somebody said they were gonna do for me. This is how they motivate you to get out here and do your best, to rack your miles up, because yeah, it's gonna pay them, but it's also gonna pay you to stay out of trouble. Because to get the bonus, extra $500 every month, is keep my idle time down, which ain't hard because the truck kills itself automatic, and I don't need it to run my power or to run my air conditioner. What else do I need to do? I just want the truck running, to hear it running. No, I'm gonna cut that down and save on fuel. I know y'all don't want to just hear about truck driving, so let's talk about something else I ran up on today. If I was at the house, this would be one of those situations where I had some clips for y'all to listen to. I seen on, if y'all remember when DJ Academics and Joe Budden used to have a podcast called Everyday Struggle, or something like that. They had an episode on there where they was talking about Drake and Kendrick Lamar. And this was before the beef popped off. This was before Like That, before Push Ups, before Euphoria, all of that shit. And yeah, my head itches. Before all of them songs. And DJ Academics was having a whole different point of view when it comes down to K-Dot and BBL Drizzy. What his opinion was, Drake did not have any classic albums, not one. He had some good albums. He had a couple great songs. No classic albums to that point. And if you ask me, when it came out, Drake's best work was already behind it. He said every album Kendrick had put out was a classic. He said things like, K-Dot's best album was Good Kid, Mad City, but his best rapping was To Pimp a Butterfly. Because he said on To Pimp a Butterfly, that nigga was in his bag as far as rapping and the way he constructed the album and put it together. And I'm like, that's what Kendrick do. Usually his albums come across like mini movies, you know what I'm saying? That you just have to listen to instead of read. Instead of watch. And they do. My favorite album is Good Kid, Mad City. Like, when I first started cutting in the barbershop, me and DJ, Good Kid, Mad City would be on repeat sometimes. We needed work that we could listen to. There was a vibe and kid friendly. Like, we didn't want to hear shit about I'm a kid, yeah, I'm gonna shoot you, I got the blicky, switches on everything, big booty hole, twerk song. You know, when you got kids in the barbershop, you don't want to play that shit. So we played some reggae music, we played some R&B, we played some Kendrick. There's probably a few more rap albums we will play. This was what it was. But I was laughing my ass off hearing DJ Academic say shit like, this is what Joe Budden asked. He say, so do you think Drake is scared of Kendrick? And DJ Academic respond, what? Hell yeah. And I'm like, that's why they be like, Academic's compromised, man, because his opinion was exactly opposite of what he's saying now. He wasn't afraid to admit that Kendrick was the better rapper. He wasn't afraid to talk about Drake, like how people be like, man, every rapper has taken something from somebody else. Borrowed something, had help on the song. He said the difference is Drake has a color by numbers scheme going on with his music. Like, dude, instead of you taking 2 or 3 lines or 2 or 3 words from somebody else, you would take the whole song and change 2 or 3 words or maybe 2 or 3 lines throughout the whole song. And then you want the credit. You want us to call you a great rapper when you're not. Because part of being a great rapper is their opinion. It ain't, are you gonna sell a lot of records? It ain't, is the females gonna like your shit? Because my nigga, I could be Drake if that's what it takes. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, Lucian Grange, could give me a whole lot of money, clean me up, put me in the flyest cars, the big house, pay the baddest females to be around me in my videos and on my own. And then I could just rap another song the same way you can rap a Drake song right now because you done heard it. And you can go in there and hit it like that and you know what I'm saying? That's what he do. Somebody else write the song, somebody else record the song, then they send it to him, he listen to it and re-record it, rapping like them. I've been told y'all, before we even knew about all these reference tracks, I told y'all, I said, man, Drake is a culture vulture, like Jay-Z. He hop on whoever new and hot, new and upcoming, he hop on their shit to stay relevant. He gonna hop on so many new shits to stay relevant that at the end, it's gonna look like they was only relevant because of him. He the common denominator, but that ain't what it is. That ain't what it is. He ain't LeBron James. You see what I'm saying? They make it seem like LeBron James go to a new team because it's popping and all of a sudden he the one in the ring. No. He go to a new team and he make it pop. And when he leave that team, it ain't popping no more. When he left Miami, they wasn't busting out there and winning rings. When he got the motherfucking back to Cleveland, nigga Kyrie wasn't out there doing shit. He was doing Kyrie, shaking motherfuckers, hitting some buckets, and going home with an L. Come on now. The same thing Michael Jordan was doing when Scottie Pippen showed up. Michael Jordan was out there shaking the shit out niggas. Wham bam, thank you ma'am, score a lot of points and go home with an L. Can't get to the playoffs. Can't get out of round 1. Oh, you fancy, huh? But that shit ain't getting you nowhere. It ain't winning you no games. It ain't winning you no rings. You start winning when the LeBron James prototype showed up. A 6'9" motherfucker, big as hell, can make all the passes. He can dunk on anybody. He got a handle. He can shoot a couple threes, shake a nigga up. You know what I'm saying? He gonna guard the best player on the other team, and all Michael Jordan got to do is score. Come on now. That's why it's supposed to be on with LeBron and Luka Doncic right now, because Luka's that motherfucker. All he got to do is score. They'll get it together. But what I'm saying is that is not Drake. I don't really believe that you can take a mid-level beat, something that just, maybe not a banger, but a head bopper. Shit where you know what I'm saying, you can get into it. And you can go and cue that song up that beat and drop Drake in the studio for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and he come out with a hit. I don't think he gonna come out with some shit that everybody gonna be riding around bumping in their car. It ain't gonna be no shit that everybody requesting on the radio. I just don't believe it. I believe when he get them type of songs, somebody else wrote them. The Simple Plan probably wrote that shit. What else going on we need to talk about? I guess we all know Donald Trump is eating his words. They on his ass. He started backing down and apologizing. Well, I don't know if he apologizing, but I can't picture man apologizing. He started eating them words, eating and croaking. He realizing how dumb he was, and people all around the world, I ain't gonna say they realizing what I said. They realizing he ain't talking about shit, and he's trying to fuck America up, not make it better. I say they realize what I said because that's what I was saying. I seen the shit coming. I see what type of person Donald Trump is. I know he don't have the thinking capabilities to be president, and it's getting worse every day. But at the same time, I can read and I can see what Project 2025 wanted to do. And I'm knowing, like I said, man, these folks wrote this hand manual called Project 2025 to show Donald Trump how to tear down America. They say it's for something else. But when you look at what they wanted to do, they basically wanted to put America back to the 1940s and 50s. And that's what he's been trying to do. He want to take away this right and that right. He want to take care of, he want to bring back segregation. He want to get rid of the Department of Education. He want to send all the people back, like all the folks, we're going to talk about that. How all the Latinos is talking about, y'all ain't put us in the Sinners movie. Motherfucker, this movie was in Mississippi in 1930. Wasn't no Mexicans in Mississippi in 1930. It might have been one or two, but it wasn't an overwhelming majority to the point where you would have one or two in every town to say that, okay, well, we got to have some representation for them. So then they got tripped, but y'all had the Chinese people. And bro, there were Chinese populations in the South because of railroads. There was families of Chinese people, little pockets all over the place. You got to remember, them folks was brought over here. Mexicans had their own place over here. So that's where they were. They were also spread out throughout the West. New Mexico and California and Arizona and Nevada and places like that. But even those places was prevalent to Native Americans and Indians. I think right now, Mexicans and Latinos are having a slight bit of identity crisis. Not all of them, but enough of them to where Donald Trump is in the White House. Enough of them. And the reason why I say it's an identity crisis is because the same ones that ran the vote, and I hate to make it about race, but they ran the vote like they was white, are the same ones as now talking about, well, why the black folks don't want to stand with us and stick with us, and bro, and I'm gonna just be real. That Donald Trump voting shit was the straw that broke the camel back. Black folks been trying to be brown folks' brother for so long and getting shit on because I'm gonna just tell you the truth. A lot of Mexicans look at black folks like they ain't shit. And I know a lot of black folks ain't shit. But the thing that we always tried to tell Mexicans was, while y'all don't like us, them folks y'all acting like and want to treat us like y'all one of them, they don't like y'all. They gonna use and manipulate you when they can. But if you want the real, honest, deal truth, they don't like y'all. They call us niggas, but you better believe they got a few words for y'all too. They like to disrespect y'all people behind y'all back. They like to talk about how you ain't good for nothing but cooking and cleaning. Building something, selling on it. I know that ain't the truth. But I do know this. That's just some of the things y'all was damn good at. And that ain't me being racist or none of that. I tell them all the time, look, when it come down to fixing something in my house or working on my car or something, I ain't saying that's all Mexicans good for, but I'm saying I do want Mexicans to do it because of the way they take care of business. The way they take pride in their work. I've seen Mexicans come to the hood and put up a house, and it be the nicest motherfucking house on the block. I've seen Mexicans, goddamn, you get up under the hood of your car and get to fixing shit. And they get to fixing shit. They don't get the fucking shit up. You don't get this fixed and then there's something else wrong where you got to come back to them a week later. Niggas will do that. White folks will do that. I went to a white dude, get a belt and a fan put on. Dude put the fan on backwards. It ran for a little while, but guess what? You had to come back and get it done again, right? That's just one of the tricks that people do to your ass. They be trying to get over. And I hate to say it, but it be other races. So when it's time to get some work done, I already know. What's up, Zo? I already know that Mexicans gonna do it. They're gonna do it fast, and they're gonna do it right. So if I'm wrong, want something done fast and something done right, well, fuck it, I'm just wrong. The way I feel about shit is fast and right. You can't beat that. Some motherfucker, you give them a car, do some simple shit, and it's 3 weeks later when they call you, come get your shit, and then the shit ain't done right. But you got some motherfuckers that'll do that shit right in 3 hours and call you back like, yo, bro, it's done. What you mean it's done? Shit is done, bro. Man, you ain't fucked me up, did you? Hell no. You get your car running better than ever ran. But I thought my Mexican partner's name was gonna hear the dog whistles. And it wasn't even dog whistles, man. It was goddamn me loud ass whistles. Trump saying shit like they sending over the crooks, the rapists, the criminals, the murderers, the gangsters. That's how it started out. Later on, they got to saying shit like the Mexicans are taking your black jobs. And even to me, I was like, huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, you must think we stupid. That ain't black job. What the fuck is a black job? That you want us to get that the Mexicans ain't supposed to have? Like, oh, so you trying to say that? And you see how it disrespect the Mexicans and the black folks. So it's like, you gonna say the Mexicans are selling oranges or working on cars or working on houses or doing this here, doing all the work that you don't want to do. But that's the work that we should be doing. That's why I was looking at Kamala Harris when she told them, she was like, no. My black job is in the White House. That's my black job. And I'm thinking right now, where would America be if they would have just voted that woman in be having all these damn tariffs, and we wouldn't be getting into it with all these countries, and Putin would be punking America and saying whatever the fuck he want to say. We wouldn't be in a trade war with China. Oh man. We wouldn't be losing all our damn rights around here. Folks telling us what we can and can't do. All these government people wouldn't have been and lost their job. We wouldn't be fighting to hold on to health care and Medicare and Medicaid. Like, this is the shit that I told these folks. I used to tell y'all, I said, man, they gonna fuck all this shit up. They gonna try to take Medicaid. They gonna try to take Social Security from us. From Arkansas. And all these folks are like, man, y'all just crazy. Why would he do that? Why do you think he would even do that? I say because that's what Project 2025 tells him to do. This man is not smart. He's not intelligent like you think he is. He didn't go to Harvard. He didn't go to Princeton. He didn't go to Yale. He didn't go to none of that shit. He went to a motherfucking level 3 step above a community motherfucking college. And he probably paid his way through that motherfucker to graduate. His daddy probably bought him a damn degree. And he probably never used that degree in his life. What is it? What is his degree? Now, please don't tell me it's in business and finance, because he done fucked up so many finances and bankrupt so many businesses. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks just want to be like, y'all think he's racist. No, we know he's racist, but on top of being racist, he's also unqualified. They were trying to say that she was unqualified. She ain't qualified. She DEI. No. She went through school. She graduated. She put in her work. She studied the law. She worked getting laws passed. She worked in the courtroom with the judges. She worked for the government. And now she's trying to take it a step above and work for the country. And you gonna tell me that's underqualified? No. Working for the motherfucking apprentice. Running a hotel into the ground. Running a casino into the ground. Lying about a goddamn college, Trump University, and getting sued for that do not qualify you to be president. It qualifies you to do all that bullshit that you in the motherfucking office doing right now. Some old flamboyant ass lies. Some old Trump University ass shit. Some old whole lot of talking, not knowing what the fuck you talking about. Now all that shit right there coincide with what the fuck he did in his past. He'd have been to the office before. Stayed there 4 years and still don't know what the hell to do in the office. Because he wants to run America like a kingdom. He wants the White House to be his castle. He wants to look out at everybody else in the world and say, hey, bow down to me. I'm the president of America. I run the world. No. It's a difference between the president of America running the world and being the leader of the free world. You're not the leader of the free world no more. You set America back. The rest of the free world don't listen to you. The dictators hold conversation with you. You don't even lead them. They lead you. And you're not even a damn dictator. So why in the fuck are they leading your stupid ass? I told y'all, I said, man, look, if we let dude in office, we gonna be all this shit that he said we was, a third world country. That's what we gonna be. He don't understand how the government run. He don't understand how the country work. He don't understand how other countries work with each other. And he lie a lot. If he don't know, he'll make it up. You know, he been doing that his whole life. He think it's supposed to work on everybody. If he don't know, he'll just make it up. And you supposed to eat that shit, believe it. I'm sorry, man. Running the country don't work like that. You running the country, you supposed to be thinking, what can I do first to make life better for for everybody in the United States of America. Second, what can I do to strengthen my country's standpoint and viewpoint amongst every other country in the world? What can I do so we are leaders and innovators in technology, agriculture, and all these things that help the world go round? Trump don't know nothing about none of that shit. Like, literally. And he hires all the people who also don't know about none of that shit. They don't know. He fired people who are smarter than him, and hire people who will do whatever he say do, whenever he say do. Come on, man, be for it. I told y'all, part of Donald Trump's plan was to cleanse the government of anybody who won't sign their life away, to say they will agree with him, they will not disagree with him, and if they do disagree with him, they can be fired. Dude come right now over and get to find all the government workers, all the government officials. What happened? Elon Musk was telling, hey man, y'all got to sign this paperwork. Y'all forgot about that part. Keep looking at that hair sticking up, it's just right here. But y'all forgot about that part. Well, he told, hey man, we're gonna fire all y'all if y'all don't sign this shit. Sad. Dude, they got caught sitting up in the White House talking about France. Why? The leader of France is sitting right there. And he lying on his man. The man had to grab him like, hey bro, tap him on their phone like, hey bro. That's not true. Right in his face, had to call him and put him on blast. Hey, that's a lie. I can't remember what the second country was. I think it was somebody from Great Britain. Had to do him the same way about 3 days later, like, hey. But he ain't touch him, he just made the motion with his hand, like, hey. That's not true. Like, man. Dude is an embarrassment, man. And these lackeys he got, these MAGA Republicans, I don't see how they don't have an abundance of leftover embarrassment from his first term. They just hate so much that they can't see no shit going good. Like, bruh, do y'all not remember how many people died in 2020 because of Trump mishandling a pandemic? That man was down in Puerto Rico throwing people paper towels after a flood, man, after a hurricane. Like he was playing basketball. A little bit of his hand. And he don't realize not only was the paper towels not going to help, but even the way you were passing them out. Was showing them care in the world. Not even for them. That was the bad part. Humble yourself, man. You ride with these people, they suffering. Even if you can't feel their pain, don't celebrate in their face because they can't celebrate with you. You're going to get on Air Force One or Air Force Two, and you're going to go back to the White House. It's going to be all good where you sleeping at. And they're going to be right back down there and they natural disaster. Trying to pick up the piece said. And Trump don't see it like that because he ain't never had to go through nothing with his mouth. It got to a point where Elon Musk was with a beat. $1 billion a day because of Trump. That's why he pulled out of those and was like, hey man, I got to go back to running my companies because what you got going on, I got to be all hands on deck
In
at all times.
3/4 of a mile, turn right, I-555 south.
But I was thinking about, I'm like, this man is losing $1 billion with a beat, $1 billion a day.
In half a mile, turn right onto the US 63 ramp.
Do you know that he could have donated them billions instead of working with Trump and losing it all? How much help you would have been? How much of, I ain't even gonna say a good Samaritan, we would have had to come up with a new word for it. You've been more than a philanthropist. That's the type of things that, and this is what really.
Turn right onto the US 63 ramp, then merge onto I-555.
This is what makes it so hard. Why would it even take $1 billion, $1 million, $1,000, a dollar, a penny to save somebody's life, to make this world a better place when everything here is here because God supplied us with everything we need? We can have the most advanced technological earth ever for free. We can have people living good, comfortable. We can have everybody eating healthy.
Continue on I-555.
Heart transplant, brain transplant, arm transplant, toe transplant. But it ain't happening because people want to get paid. And I'm like, bro, for free. Why do you need an incentive to get up and go to the light company and hit the switches when your incentive should be everybody needs lights? Go and build a light company up, hit the switch, go on about your business. Ain't nobody got to go in there and turn it off. Give everybody lights. Give everybody lights for free. Because the energy that we using to cut the lights on shouldn't have to cost nothing. It's natural energy or it's man-made. Either way it go, why do we have to pay people for it? Because people got to eat. But if the food is growing out the ground or popping out the cow pussy, or the pig, or the chicken, or the turkey, the goose, the scallop, you know what I'm saying, the lobster, whatever it is, why do we have to pay for it? Why not build the houses, build the highways, build the airplanes, buses? Why not teach the kids, teach the doctors, teach the whoever for free? Because we need this world to run. You just got to put a piece of paper in there and say, hey, do it for this. Don't do it because you're a good person and you want everybody to live good and healthy. We don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't realize your house get broke into, your gun get put to your head because of their money. People hungry. People gotta eat. Everybody can't get no job. Everybody can't get no house. Everybody can't get no car. So you got homeless folks, you got robbers, you got stealers and killers and drug dealers. Because people gotta get money. Picture this. Ain't no money in the world, everything free. Will we have a Nino Brown? Somebody's out here pushing rock. Will we have a big meet? No, these people will be out here doing something else with their life and with their time and with their brain. The world could run so smooth, we don't need Elon Musk to drive $1 billion a day. But imagine if he did. We in a situation, so imagine if he did. But in. Mama doing good, y'all. She alright. Zena doing good. She missed me, but we're gonna have to get used to that for a while. Get up off of here. The sun going down. About another 15 minutes, I ain't even gonna be able to see my face no way up. Sun going down, focus on this road a little harder. Read these signs, pay attention to what I got going on. Y'all take it easy. Do things, should I say, don't be afraid to take the long road, stick in the wrong road. Do things the long way instead of the wrong way. Find somebody to help, tell somebody you love them. You know I love y'all, man, and I appreciate you. Check on your people, man. Make sure ain't nobody going through none form of depression. They need to come up out of it, man. So you never know, like, reminder, your season can start tomorrow. God is an on-time God. Don't give up. Keep on pushing. Your season can start later on tonight. Everything can change for your situation. Can turn around. God got the last say so, man. So I'll take that with you, man, to be good. Yeah.